Hello, everybody. Well, this is Pastor Sunday welcoming you to our daily word. Today I'm here with a good friend of mine that is coming all the way from Nigeria and that is been here several times and really knows what's going on in Ukraine and this ministry. And I think that sharing with him the time with you will really be a blessing to you this week. So this whole week, Pastor John Enelamah is going to be with us. Pastor John, welcome.
Thank you, Pastor.
Now, why do you keep on coming to the Ukraine? Because people might not understand that. What do you see or receive or get in the Ukraine that you think worth coming for, back for?
Well, I remember my first trip to Ukraine in 2006. It was a very transformational experience for me. Something I couldn't really describe in words, but something did happen to me. And what I saw in the Ukraine represented for me a model that God had raised for the body of Christ. A question that was asked me before I left for Ukraine was, what is the church? What is the purpose of the church? And when I came, I began to understand why that God was asking me that question. Because the church that I saw and the impact they were having on society, it's something I'd never seen before. And it helped me to understand more the gospel of the kingdom and what the Bible was all about. And
now, what could you have seen? Can you mention a few of those? We have a whole week. So what are the things that you think you have seen here that is quite different? Or that is totally different from what you're used to?
Let me go back and start from something that I often talk about. I think the first thing that hit me when I came was the lifestyle of the man of God himself. I don't know how I saw it, but basically I saw that he was working so hard to be like Jesus. He was the first person, minister of the gospel, that would have that impact on me immediately. I had to ask him, and he said, I work on myself to be like Jesus. Because I was in the office maybe for a week, going to work, meeting him in the office. He would come in early, maybe around 10, work late, most of those days and all that. Busy, very busy schedule. But I saw that he was calm all the time. That got my attention from morning till night, calm. When they asked him, are you never stressed out? Are you always like this? Is this church with this big church and all that? That's the first thing that I saw. Then the next thing, the next thing, and I'll come back to that if he allows me in the course of the week, because the answers he gave me were very insightful. Okay? The next thing I saw was I began to, as I interacted with people, I began to see the impact of the church on society. The impact was so pervasive. It's as if they were everywhere, And yet, so I started asking, what's the population of Ukraine, of Kyiv? They said about 5 million. And I said, so how is it that 20,000 plus people appear to be everywhere in society? Then I understood that each of those people I was seeing was a carrier of the message of the gospel. That caught my attention. What other things did I see? I think when I started talking, he made a comment. Pastor Sunday said that his mission is not that the people are here to help him to fulfill his personal vision, but that he's here to help them discover their own purpose and help them to go and fulfill that purpose. That got my attention big time.
So you mean these things are not regular things you see or hear people practice or do all the time?
In my perspective, not.
But you've not just been in Nigeria. I know you studied in America. You went to Bible school there. You go all over the world to minister. You have minister friends all over the world.
I think that what I will consider to be more regular is that the man of God, the senior pastor of a church, maybe the apostolic leader, has a vision, and that the purpose is to help to fulfill that vision. That's what's more common, that this is the vision and we're trying to fulfill that vision. But
so all the people come to the church to fulfill the vision of the man of God?
Or what could be called the vision of the church, okay, which basically is a central vision. So basically, this is the vision of the church, and we are all working to fulfill this vision of the church. I'd never seen
So people become just instruments?
Become instruments that are being used to fulfill a vision, which is not the vision of those individuals, but instruments to fulfill the vision of the church.
Instead of them becoming Well, I understand what you're saying, but we'll get back to you.
Yes,
We'll definitely continue this talk and of your impression in the Ukraine as we go along the week. So we'll be back tomorrow, dear friends, and Pastor John will have more to tell us about his experience in the Ukraine. Thank you.